Hello and welcome to Tile Coach. I'm Isaac Ostrom. I'm a licensed tile contractor in Northern California, and today I'm super stoked to be with you today doing this glass box testing between the two heavyweights of the shower waterproofing manufacturing industry here in the United States, Schluter KERDI put together with ALL-SET mortar and Laticrete HydroBand sheet membrane put together with MULTIMAX LITE. Now both of these systems have lifetime warranties on them, but I wanted to see head to head which one was going to fail first. So I made these two glass boxes and I let them soak in water and waited to see which one would fail first. So if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know I love to geek out in my shop here and do these testing videos. I've done several KERDI tests, including a 7-day flood test that was put together with unmodified thin set that failed. I've done several using Ardex X5 because in the early days that's what they were telling us to use. Those were failing 5 to 7 day tests. And also my first glass box test I did with Ardex SK membrane put together with X5, and that one failed within 7 days. So since I started making my first videos, Schluter has came out with their own thin set. That's Schluter ALL-SET, which is a modified thin set. That's right. Schluter is recommending a modified thin set for years and years and years. They said unmodified was the only way to go, but as my testing has shown, unmodified thin set has no place in today's installs. I could expand on that and go on and on about the reasons why, but that's not why I'm here today. Today I'm here to put these two head to head and see which one wins. So I wish I had some really exciting news for you to show you, like a big failure between one of these two testing boxes, but in truth, I don't. They both actually have held up really well. These have been sitting for over 3 weeks. I filled them up with water 3 weeks ago, and neither of them has shown any moisture coming through to the glass box. The nice thing about these glass boxes is that you can see all the way around them, you can see underneath them, and if there's any water getting through, you can see it right away in real time. That's why I love doing these glass box tests, because I don't have to tear it apart to see if something's leaking. So when I did this, my plan was to just watch it until one of them failed, and then I would make a video on it. But here I am over 3 weeks later, and they're both holding up great. There's no water showing through. So that's where we stand. But it's still a cool video because I wanted to share that with you. So believe it or not, I've never done testing with Schluter KERDI using their ALL-SET. They had always said use unmodified, so I was testing with unmodified. And a lot of you guys kept telling me, use the Schluter ALL-SET. We want tests with the Schluter ALL-SET, so that's why I'm doing it. So to be honest, my hypothesis was that the Schluter KERDI and ALL-SET was going to leak first. That was what I thought. That was my hypothesis going into this test, but I was proven wrong. And I don't want to get into too much of how I made these boxes, because you watching me put together sheet membrane over and over and over again in all my videos probably gets a little redundant. But I'm going to save the footage just so you can see how I put all of these together. I use the preformed corners, I use the band, I use a sheet membrane. Everything has a 2-inch overlap. So let's take a look at them. All right, so here is the Schluter KERDI. You can see I have good 2-inch overlap everywhere. I have the dates that I filled them. So I made the boxes, and then I waited, let's see, I built them on March 16th and then flooded them on the 21st. So I waited a week from the time that I actually built the boxes and mixed up the thin set mortar and did all that until I flooded them. I wanted to wait a week just to make sure all of any moisture that was in here left. But you can see going all the way around the boxes, there's no moisture that has come through, and even up underneath, it's kind of hard to tell, but you can take my word for it, there is no leaking under either of these. And in my testing procedure, I like to use gray thin set, so the gray MULTIMAX and the gray ALL-SET. because what I've noticed is when they get wet, it shows up a lot better than white thinset when it gets wet. When gray thinset gets wet, it gets really dark, as you can see how it's dark right here. So what I did is I filled these up with about 1 inch of water, and they've been sitting for 3 weeks. I kept adding water just to try to keep it up at that 1 inch level. So anyways, those are the results, but I figured while I got you here watching this video, you saw the results that after 3 weeks nothing leaked. Let's take the water out of them and peel apart some of the band and see how far the water penetrated under the bands. Okay, so I got all the water sucked out. Let's start with the KERDI and see if I can get one of these bands up. Should be pretty easy to see the water penetration. I'll take this off. So this would be like the corner band, you know, going all the way up the wall here. Get this guy off. So right off the bat, you can see the water penetration line right in here. Looks like as it went along the band, it's only about 1/4 inch, but as it got to the preformed corner, we have a solid probably 1.5 inches of dark under there. Let's see. So let me take, this would be like the floor wall connection here. Take this one off here. Okay, so now that I got the bands off, you see the penetration right here, the wicking that happened. I'm going to try to get this inside corner off. So I got the inside corner coming off. Come on. Keep coming. Okay. So that's part of the inside corner there. I'll get the rest of it off so we can see. Now I'm going to vacuum up this thinset here. So now that I got the preformed corner out, I don't know if that's, I don't think that's moisture. I think that's just peeling the layers of the thinset up. But here is the final sheet. You can see, so this is where, this right here is where the preformed corner was, and the preformed corner came out. And it's all dry in there. It's all dry. So it looks like very minimal water wicking under the preformed corner, and you see here's the back, completely light gray and bone dry. So for the most part, the wicking only happens just really about 1/4 inch underneath where the laps when using the Schluter ALL-SET. So they must have really improved their formula. Hopefully my videos kind of helped them when they, I'm sure when they saw the unmodified videos, they were probably like, hey guys, we need to do better. And so it's really cool to know that Schluter ALL-SET works good like this. So there you have it. There's the results. Schluter KERDI built with ALL-SET. Laticrete Hydroband sheet membrane built with MULTIMAX LITE. Similar performance. You can see both totally dry on the sides and the bottom, both held up great. 3 weeks sitting underwater, I mean, that's awesome. Again, the most I'd ever tested it before was 7 days. With unmodified thin set, everyone had leaked within 7 days. So using modified thin set is a huge advantage when putting together these sheet membranes. And if you really care about doing a warranty, because I get a lot of questions when I'm doing my coaching, I get a lot of questions about using Schluter ALL-SET and warranty. To me, warranty doesn't mean a whole lot, because if there's anything that ever goes wrong with one of these systems, 99.999% of the time it's installer error, so it's not going to be covered anyways. But if you're an installer, you can use a lifetime warranty to sell a job. Maybe your competitors aren't offering a lifetime system warranty, so you can use it to your advantage with your marketing when you're selling jobs. It might set you apart from your competitors. It's nice to know you can use Schluter KERDI with their ALL-SET and it'll work. So I hope this video helped you in some way. Keep in mind, I am not sponsored by either of these companies. I have no vested interest in making these videos other than information for you to make you better. And if I succeed in doing that and making you better, that makes me feel better. As my old buddy used to tell me, some days you make money, some days you make friends. Well, I hope I made some friends with you today. So before I go, I just want to say I love you. I love being your tile coach, and we'll see you on the next video.